Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video I'm going to be explaining to you more about the perception of time and the fastest way that you can speed it up to really get and attract what you want. Now as you guys can see, I am in Costa Rica right now. I mean, you can't really see that, but I mean, you guys kind of know because I think I showed you guys, but that's where the green is. Green ain't definitely from Vegas, I'll tell you that much. And yeah, that's my second to last day. I'm having an amazing time here. This place is awesome. If you guys are looking for transformational type work or to expand your level of awareness, expand your consciousness, this is definitely an awesome place to go. And today we're going to be talking about the perception of time and how that plays into the process of attracting what you want. Now, the first thing I want to say about this is that the fundamental basis of this video is knowing that, of course, time doesn't really exist the way that we think it does. The idea is that the only moment that exists is this moment right now, and anything that we view as the past was another now moment that we have encoded in our memory, but it's not that it actually really exists on some imperial level. Now, the same way, we can imagine the idea of the future right now in the present moment, but it exists, of course, right now. The only moment that exists is this moment right now. When it comes to speeding up the perception of time, it's important to understand vibrational frequency because, I mean, science has showed us that everything is vibration and that we are, if we want to change what we experience, we must first change our vibrational state of being. So understand that there are certain emotions that depict a certain vibrational level. Now, in general, if you feel anxious to not be in the present moment, that may be creating more experience of time for you. You may find that if you want something to happen in the future now, and you're constantly identifying with the future moment, because the future doesn't really empirically exist, and because in a way we might be trying to escape the present moment, the more focus we put on time, the more time we create, because time doesn't really exist other than our perception of it. Now, I will say that as I've been living my purpose more and more, as I've been doing what I love more and more, my perception of time has sped up tremendously over the last few years, especially the last year, I would say. And time just goes by so crazy fast. Now, I also am loving what I do. I'm very excited to create videos and do what I'm doing. But my general rule for it is, what is your state of being? Are you feeling excited for what you're doing? And how much are you experiencing or focusing on the idea of time? Now, if you want to speed up time, the easiest way to do it is to become present to the moment. That's it right there. Understand that whatever you want to attract into your life, if you give yourself permission to feel that emotion right now and you just live in the present moment, things happen quicker anyways. Because many times if we're focused on the future moment and we're purely identified with the idea of the future, we end up just, escaping the moment. We are preoccupied with something that doesn't really exist, and therefore we are creating more and more of the experience of it. And that's a lot of times causing anxiety, lower level emotional states. Now, what I'll do right now is I'll put in that power versus force chart that I put in a lot of my videos that shows the vibrational levels of consciousness, the different emotions that we have and how that translates. And what we can begin to see that if we have perspectives that are identified with us trying to get out of a present moment or embodied in really those lower vibrational states of being, that creates more of a perception of time and it creates more resistance. So the key to really living and experiencing time going faster is to just live more in the present moment. Because when you're in the present moment, you're not creating more of the experience of time. And as you give yourself permission right now to feel happy with who you are and to embody the things that you think you want, anytime you think that you want something in your life, if it's more money, you don't necessarily want the money, you want the emotion that money will bring you. You want maybe the freedom that might come from it. If the idea is you want a relationship, you might think you want a relationship, but what you really want is you want connection. You want to feel compassion. And the best part about this is that you can feel those emotions right now by deciding and understanding that there are certain perceptions you can have to where you can embody that state of being. Now, of course, realize the only moment does exist. So as you begin to give yourself permission permission to feel those states of being, you'll find that then it makes it easier because you see that it doesn't have to be externalized. That's something I've been doing more and more recently, is I've been learning that even though I have all these goals of doing all these things in my life, the more I can become present to the moment, the more things just fall into place anyways. So what I've done is I've just decided that the most important thing to me is my own state of being. And the most powerful thing you can do to speed up the perception of time is to literally follow your excitement. Now, I've used this formula before. It's something that I learned from, I think, Bashar, if you guys are familiar with him and his content. The idea is that you follow your excitement in every moment. You decide among all the opportunities of the things you could do. You find the most exciting thing that you could do, and you make a decision to do that. And then what happens is after that, and you've accomplished that or you've done it, whatever it is, the next most exciting thing that presents itself to you, you then do that. Now, the idea is you begin to develop a momentum of choice that will propel you into feeling more of that higher vibrational state of being, and you're really going to start to feel completely different about yourself. So understand that you can use this excitement formula in any area of your life, that the more you follow your excitement, the more you raise your vibrational state of being. The more you raise your vibrational state of being, the more you don't care what time it is. The more you can become present to the moment because you already feel good with where you are. If there's perspectives holding you back from what you want to experience, if you're feeling like you feel maybe anger or you maybe feel jealousy because you don't already have what you want, maybe somebody else does, the idea is you can always bring it back to the present moment. That the more you bring it back to the present moment, I know it sounds kind of like an Eastern, philosophy type idea, but it really is. The more that you are present to the moment, the more that you increase your own state of being. The more you increase your own state of being, the more you increase your vibrational frequency, and the more likely you are to attract things that you really want in your life. So for this process, it's something that you can practice every single day just by simply deciding that you're going to take control over your own state of being, that you're going to choose your own perspectives, that you're going to follow your excitement, and know that as you follow your excitement, you are propelling yourself into creating momentum in a powerful direction, and that the more you do that, the more you feel like you are in the present moment. So remember, time is an illusion that is based on perception that we can change by having a new view of time. That when you start to become present to the moment, you realize that time is just something that that is convenient. Maybe it's convenient to have time that we can reference, go in certain places, but at the fundamental core, you exist now. The future will never come. The past isn't here now. We can remember it now in the present moment, but it doesn't actually, we can't escape the present moment. So become more here now. When you do that, everything begins to speed up, and you'll find that everything happens for you anyways. So with that being said, that's it. I'm on my last 2 days here in Costa Rica. It's an amazing stay. I'll definitely come back here in probably a year or two. Other than that, I've put a free PD 3 inside the description box on reprogramming the subconscious mind. It's a meditation that will help you change your self-image, understand how you can use this, when you go to bed at night, how doing that will reprogram your mind in a very powerful way. And really, when you change your self-image, everything begins to change. So you can download that below. It's absolutely free. Listen to it for at least 3 weeks, I would say, and you're going to start to see amazing things happen in your life. I've had a lot of good people say great things about it, or people say great things about it. So I figured, it's something I wanted to give away. So that's something you can download. Other than that, as always, I will see you guys on the next video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it, share it, found it of value. Also hit that little notification button so you can see daily videos that I do. And other than that, as always, I will see you guys on the next vid. Peace, much love, and namaste.